Hello friends and welcome. My name is Dr. Heather Cardin and I am coming to you live from Kansas City, Kansas, and I am super excited to be here with you on this amazing Wednesday as I help you better understand all things Prove It. So as you're joining us, this is an amazing opportunity each and every Wednesday, 1 o'clock at Central Standard Time, that you can ask all your questions that you have about ketones, ketosis, and our amazing Prove It technology. So as you're joining, I want to know where you're joining from, what part of the world you're joining from, how long you've been with this amazing Prove It community. I'm going to share just a couple minutes about myself and how I became a part of this amazing Prove It community. First of all, Happy New Year's. Happy 2022. Can't believe it's already here. Super excited to be with you on this first live of 2022 to help you better understand. There's some amazing promos going on. I'm excited to share with you. So again, as you're joining, come on in, invite friends, hit that share button, invite them over here to the Prove It community. The more the merrier. As we know, this is always an amazing opportunity to understand how you can actually improve your health, optimize your journey towards better health here in 2022. So again, my name is Dr. Heather Cardin. I've been with the amazing Prove It community since 2015. So since we actually opened up the Prove It community, since Prove It launched the first pure therapeutic exogenous ketone in one single flavor, the Orange Dream, which is an amazing flavor, still love it today. I've actually been practicing 25 years at Cardin Center for Wellness, so practicing my 25th year and celebrating that as I graduated 25 years ago in last December. So been practicing alongside my husband as a functional medicine physician for 25 years. We've actually taught and educated patients on a low-carb ketogenic diet. Well, 20 plus years. We're having clinics and we're having educational seminars on Saturday mornings in our clinic. 20-some years, over the past 20-some years as we evolved. So we've known that the ketogenic diet has actually been studied for well over 100 plus years. We've known about ketones and what they've done in our body for well over 100 years. Many public scientific research studies. So we know how to put our body in that amazing state of ketosis where our body's metabolically burning fat for fuel. It's a far superior state where our body's in ketosis. We know that we have better metabolic flexibility, we have better energy, we have better cognition, better brain function, better energy at the cellular level, better communication between our brain and the rest of our body, better digestion, better performance. We help protect our lean muscle mass, we burn fat, we increase protein synthesis. So many amazing benefits. We're in that amazing state of ketosis. However, before Prove It launched the first pure therapeutic exogenous ketone in 2015, you actually had to go on the ketogenic diet. That's when you actually reduce your carbohydrate intake, which was not very popular conversation back in the 1960s, 70s, 80s, and even 1990s, where you actually lower your carbohydrate intake to somewhere around 5 to 8%. So eating mostly above ground greens and some nuts and seeds, you got some carbohydrates from that. And then eating a diet high in healthy fats from normally plants, plant nuts, seeds, and oils, and that would be about 80% of your diet, and then having a moderate amount of protein. So your body would burn through all your stored glucose and glycogen, and then you would refeed on fat. When your body actually burned through your stored glucose and glycogen, and then you would refeed on fat, your body would eventually get in this amazing state of ketosis, get a far superior energy state. However, it can be very tricky to maintain that metabolic state because most of the time, as I've taught it over 20-some years, I've been in that amazing state of ketosis. You're always trying to actually maintain a very sensitive balance between your macronutrients, and anything like sleep being out of balance, maybe a hidden food allergy, a hormonal imbalance, a shift in your lifestyle can actually take you out of that amazing state. Well, Prove It solved that by making the first pure therapeutic exogenous ketone. You simply can be any lifestyle. You can be a vegan, a vegetarian, a low carb, keto, paleo, whichever lifestyle that you choose. Your diet does not have to be perfectly balanced out with perfectly macros. You simply just grab a shaker bottle, grab your favorite flavor of ketones, shake it up, drink it within about 20 to 30 minutes, and it puts your body in that amazing state of ketosis in less than 59 minutes. Most cases, it's going to be either in about 30 to 40 minutes. And you can expect to experience that state of ketosis anywhere from 2 to 4 to 6 plus hours as your body metabolically burns amazing ketones. So again, our job today is help you better understand how you can optimize your health using pure therapeutic exogenous ketones and our other amazing products, because we do have our amazing reboot kit in the store today for 3 more days. We do have our Mexican ketones Ketones, a kiwi lemon in the store. If you get 2 or more, you get 22% off. That's also in the store today. And we also have Keto Academy tickets in the store, so we'll talk about that. But let's get down to your questions today. So why can the ketones sometimes be clumpy? This is a great question. So you notice that the liquid ketones, like the Keto Up and the Mexican ketones, are liquid. They're not a powder because they do not bound to a salt. They're actually bound to themselves. The ketone beta hydroxybutyrate is bound to itself, so it doesn't have to be bound to a salt. We call that a free cell technology. So there's no sodium when you actually look at the ingredient in it, which can be attractive for some people who are watching their sodium if their doctor has told them to watch their sodium. But most pure therapeutic exogenous ketones, like the Keto NAT, is actually bound to a salt or sodium. It does help your body uptake that. More importantly, we know that sodium, when there's no artificial preservatives in there, just like your table salt, not your table salt, your pink Himalayan sea salt, your kosher salt, those salts actually can clump when they're exposed to humidity. So it makes sense that maybe your ketones, especially when they're in the bigger can, like the birthday ones or the Keto Pro that come in the bigger cans, there's a larger volume. If they're not stored properly in a dry place, or you can put them in the refrigerator if you're not consuming them very quickly, they can get a little clumpy. That's just normal part of being a salt. In a smaller package, you're probably not get as much clumpiness, but yes, you can get that with the birthday cake. You can get that with the Keto Pro. Simply just make it up or shake it up. You'll see a lot of people take the packages. I know it's noisy, and they'll actually shake them a little bit because they're bound to a salt, bound to a little bit of calcium, mostly sodium, and just shake it up, loosen up. But once you mix it with water in a shaker with a shaker ball, or maybe some ice cubes, it'll actually be blended up nicely. So the salt or the clumpiness is there because we don't have any artificial preservatives in there, which would actually make that anti-clumping. So it's just normal part of it. My birthday cake, if I don't go through it very quickly, will clump a little bit. It's just a normal part of it. Keep it in a dry place, especially here in the Midwest. Samantha Banks, can you drink too much Mitoplex? So we call it the good, better, best. So the answer is no, you cannot drink too much Mitoplex. They are electrolytes. Electrolytes are essential for survival. Generally, people need anywhere from 1 to 3 a day, depending on your hydration level, depending on your environment, depending on how much you sweat. Really wouldn't see someone needing any more than 3 or 4 Mitoplex a day. Just make sure you're drinking plenty of water. So congratulations, Michael actually ordered his kiwi lemon today. So awesome. I love seeing that you guys are tagging your friends on here. So yes, Jen Golden says, can you drink the Black Label twice a day? Absolutely. I myself am a little caffeine sensitive, so I don't drink caffeine at night. I do drink the Keto Pro in the evening, or I have the broth in the evening. So if you're sensitive to caffeine, I would not drink the Black Label, the second serving later in the day, because the Black Label is, we call it unleashed as well. It has about 30% more, approximately 30% more ketones, 30% more caffeine, 30% more of the B vitamins. So two servings a day can be a little bit much for some people, but if you're not caffeine sensitive, if your body just loves uptaking the ketones and you're not sensitive to that, absolutely you can have 2 of the Black Labels a day. Remember, ketones are water soluble, as the B vitamins are. So when things are water soluble, your body uses what it needs and simply it excretes out what it does not need. So it's not going to be stored, it's not going to be held into your body. Your body will excrete out what it doesn't need. I just would not drink that Black Label because of the extra caffeine, probably past 5 or 6 at night. And welcome to 2022. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know how long you've been with the amazing Prove It community. So what happens if you just drink Keto NAT in the morning and the Mitoplex in the afternoon, but you do not do a keto diet or eating diet? So Josie, I'm trying to understand your question. So the great thing is that drinking ketones or Keto NAT, you will still get in that amazing state of ketosis. We say diet independent because it doesn't matter what diet that you choose. You can have a bagel, a regular bagel. You can have a regular diet that you want, whether it's a sweet potato. When you drink your ketones, again, shake them up and drink them in 12 to 16 ounces of water. Drink them in about 20 to 30 minutes. You will still get in that state of ketosis in less than 40 to 59 minutes. So it's diet independent, which means it doesn't matter what nutrients you put in your body. However, if you over-dilute the ketones, you put them in a gallon of water and you drink them over 2 or 3 hours, you still get the benefits of the ketones, but you probably will not reach a ketone level. So if you're watching with a meter or a urine stick, you probably will not super saturate your levels because it's not going to spike your ketone level high enough to measure that you're in ketosis, but you're still getting all the benefits of what's in the ketones. So I think that answers your question, Josie. You're still getting all the benefits of doing the intermittent fasting since you're not eating in the morning. You're still getting electrolytes from the Mitoplex. And so you do not have to have a keto diet to actually get the benefits from the ketones. So great question. Christina says, how does the Signal OS help while drinking the ketones? So our Signal OS is actually our anti-aging formula. It's got some CMAN and some other amazing different herbs, blends, and minerals in there. It's an amazing formula that actually works synergistically with our Keto NAT to help increase energy into the mitochondria, which is a powerhouse of the cell. So it increases the energy to the cell. It helps rejuvenate the cell itself. Also helps some anti-aging to repair any mechanisms that may be actually damaging to the cell. We're exposed to toxins while we're sleeping, while we're breathing, while we're eating. So the molecules or substances within the Signal OS, the herbs, the blends, the minerals, and when you combine it with the Keto NAT, actually works synergistically to help heal the mitochondria, to help makes it function much better. So in the morning, it helps you rise up better, helps take the stress off the adrenal glands, so it's not such a shock to your body when you wake up if you're a person who's hard to get started in the morning. At night, it helps your brain rest, reset, and rejuvenate while you're sleeping. So it helps reset those cortisol receptors while you're sleeping. So having that Keto Pro at night with the Signal OS will help your brain rest and rejuvenate and restore while you're sleeping. They work wonderfully together synergistically. So Love is saying, I thought that diabetics were not supposed to do a keto diet if you're a type 1 diabetic. So I am going to refer, if you do have a significant medical condition or any medical condition, please get with your healthcare provider first before starting any new lifestyle program, before taking any new supplementation. Always check with your healthcare provider first. That type 1 diabetes is an autoimmune condition. It is insulin dependent condition. So we know that exogenous ketones do not have any insulin in them. They do not have any hormones in them. So we're not suggesting that while you're using previous exogenous ketones that you have to be on a ketogenic diet. They're simply an energy source. They're actually helping your body increase energy, increase oxygen, increase ketones, which your body naturally makes. So it's simply giving your body extra energy to the cells at the cellular level. So again, get with your doctor before starting any new nutritional supplement. But when we're talking about putting your body in a state of ketosis with exogenous ketones, is putting you at a safe level, anywhere from 0.5 to 4.5 to really maybe 6 or 6.5, which is a very safe level. It's where your body's fat burning. It's where you're getting more oxygen, more ATP to the cellular level, at the brain, at the organ, at the tissue level. It's where your body's thermogenically burning fat and you're increasing muscle synthesis. That's why your brain operates so much better, because you're getting more oxygen to the brain cells. You're getting more connection between cell to cells within your brain and organ to organ. Now with type 1 diabetes, there's a condition that can happen called ketoacidosis. In my 25 years of practicing, if I put my husband, Dr. Ralph's 25 years, and our 50 years of practicing within our office, we've never had one patient experience ketoacidosis, but we have had family members who have had that happen of patients, and that's happened when their batteries have gone out on their insulin pump. Another patient, their needle got bent. They were not on a ketogenic diet, but their needle got bent on an insulin pump. So type 1 diabetes, when you get ketoacidosis, only happens in very, very rare conditions, and an unstable type 1 diabetic or in a condition where maybe their batteries go out in their pump or their needle gets bent on their pump, or if they're not monitored. So we're not recommending that a type 1 diabetic does the ketogenic diet. We're simply talking about our amazing products that can facilitate your life and help you optimize your health. And so our ketones will not ever get your level up to that level because they're water soluble. Your body will actually just excrete out what they do not need. Ketoacidosis, your levels will get 25 to 35 plus, and we're talking about getting 0.5 to 1 to 2, maybe 4 or 5. In some cases, in higher athletes who are very metabolically fit, very functionally fat fit, they may get their ketone levels up to 4 or 5. And again, in ketoacidosis, it could be 35, 25, those higher levels. Again, that's in an unstable type 1 diabetic. Yeah, and put down your favorite flavor. I see a lot of people answering their favorite flavor. I see Anne Marie saying that she has lost 17.8 pounds since April 23rd. So big congrats to you. I see other people saying their favorite flavor. And let me know who's participating in Core 4 program. And let me know what day you're on in the Core 4 program and what flavor you've drank today. Can you talk about when to eat before, after drinking your NAT? Absolutely, Juliella, great question. We get this question all the time. When should I drink my ketones? When is the right time? When is the wrong time? So the great news is there is no right or wrong time. Remember, this is an energy source. It's kind of like when do you drink your water? When you're thirsty? When do you drink your ketones? Well, you drink them. Are you drinking ketones? Did you say, yes, I need to drink them because I'm tired. I need to drink them because they help control my cravings. I need to drink them because I need to really recover from my workouts better. So remember the question you said, why did you drink your ketones? Better cognition, better memory, better workouts, better digestion. So if you're having trouble like getting up in the morning, you're a person who hits the snooze button and you find your pillows all over the ground in the morning, then you probably need to have your ketones first thing in the morning. Wake up, water first, NAT next. If you're a person who says, I just can't get to the gym, I need more energy during the day, I just feel like I want to come home and lay down in the afternoon, drink your Keto NAT on the way home so you can have the extra energy either to get to the gym or to do your home things that you do at home, whether it's laundry or cooking or participating with your family. Or if, again, you're having trouble, like I start eating and I just want to have a second and a third and a fourth, and I'm over serving myself, bigger portion sizes, and I really want to have a healthier relationship with food. I want to control my portion choices and my sizes. Then drink your Keto NAT 30 or 40 minutes before you're eating, or maybe even an hour before you get ready to eat. And then again, if you get done eating, you think, man, I ate an hour ago and I'm already hungry again. Well, then we probably need to look at some of the food choices that we have over our Drink Ketone Daily pages and get with someone to help you make some healthier selections. We talk about eating protein and a couple healthy greens, but you might want to have another ketone then just to help reset those hunger hormones. Oftentimes we found that the 1980 style of eating 6 mini meals a day, actually has really caused an imbalance in our hunger hormones. We can't tell if we're thirsty, if we're hungry, if we're tired. So you want to drink your ketones, and here's the rule: 30 to 40 minutes before you're hungry, hangry, lonely, or tired. So if you're drinking your ketones, or if you're finding yourself wanting to eat because you're over hungry, drink your ketones before. If you're finding yourself wanting to snack because you're bored, drink your ketones before that time, as maybe it's always 2 o'clock for you. Maybe you always want to take a nap at 2 o'clock. Drink your ketones before. Again, maybe you get home from work, you think, I just want to sit and watch binge on some Netflix, some Hulu, some shows, things like that. That's when you want to drink your ketones. So you have that burst of energy to do those things you want to finish the rest of the day. Maybe you go to the gym, you're not able to hit the PR, that next level, and you're thinking, gosh, I wish I could do an extra rep. Drink your ketones before you go to the gym. And with that being said, if you're using ketones at the gym to help encourage your workouts, to protect your lean muscles as you work out, to get a better PR, to get more time at the gym, or be more consistent as you work out, maybe it's just walking outside, cycling outside, or just playing with your kiddos in the backyard or your grandkids in the backyard. If you're doing a HIIT workout, you want to drink your ketones 45 minutes before a HIIT workout, which is a shorter workout. If you're doing a traditional workout, which is an hour, whether it's cardio or weightlifting, you want to drink them about 30 minutes so they spike 30 minutes later, so they're spiking right when you're in that fat burning mode. Now, if you're doing 2-a-days, or you're doing a 2-hour workout or longer, you're an endurance athlete, whether you're a cyclist or a swimmer, or you're playing soccer for 2+ hours, you want to drink a ketone 30 minutes before you start your workout for your 2-hour workout, and then another ketone or Keto Pro 2 hours after to help increase the oxygen to the tissue, to help repair tissue, to help increase that muscle synthesis. So you actually are not, because every time you're working out, you're tearing down lean muscle. You want to make sure you're increasing and promoting that repair mechanism, because we do have very specific amino acids inside our ketones to help encourage that protein synthesis. So Samantha Banks is 1.5 years drinking her ketones. Okay, so great question here. Christina says she's having a little bit of diarrhea after she drinks a NAT. This can actually be very common when people are either transitioning to a low-carb keto diet and or starting exogenous ketones. So when this happens, there's 2 or 3 things you can do. So I know people are so excited. They see our Inspire On videos. They see these amazing experiences people have. Well, most of those people probably had a little bit of experience like you're having, Christina, where they might have experienced either some constipation or some diarrhea or maybe some extreme fatigue when they drank the ketones. So if you're having some diarrhea, then first thing we want to do is we actually want to reduce the serving size and make sure you're drinking them slow. So start with just a half a serving, or maybe if you're drinking 2 servings, like our 10-day challenge, it's okay to reduce down to 1 serving, and don't drink on an empty stomach. So you want to have maybe a couple tablespoons of some nut butter, or a couple ounces of nuts, or a couple ounces of some protein, whether it's tuna salad or chicken salad, a couple bites of steak, a little bit of something, a scoop of avocado, a little bit of fat or a little bit of protein to help slow down the absorption within the gut. And again, this can be very normal. Ketones are a mild diuretic. The major function of the large intestine is to prepare for absorption. It reabsorbs water and gets rid of toxins. So it's a very normal thing to happen to get a little bit of diarrhea. If it's lasting for 2 or 3 more days, then yes, you need to reduce your ketones. Start with a half a serving mid-morning or half a serving mid-afternoon. And again, if that doesn't work, then add a little bit of fat or protein with it to slow down the absorption. And thirdly, be patient with your body. Give it a little bit of time to adjust, and it will get there. Just be slow and steady. I've had one patient who actually had to go to a 4th. His body was pretty toxic. He was a weightlifter and had done a lot of steroid, a lot of damage to his body, several surgeries. And so the story is he had a lot going on in his body over his lifetime. And so we actually had to start with a 4th of a package, and it took about 10 days, and we went to a half a package in 10 days, and then we actually were able to get there. Within a month's time, he was doing a full package. It'd taken a little bit longer to get up to 2 servings a day. Body's fully acclimated. Years later, drinking 2 packages, no problems at all. We kind of giggle at how he had to start super slow being a big, strong bodybuilder, but that's truly what can happen in some people's bodies. We're all unique individual beings, so please don't compare yourself to someone else. Know that our bodies all take different times. We've all had different health histories. We all have different health journeys. Just be slow and be patient with your body. And if you are having loose stools and this has gone on, maybe you just caught the first live and you've been having this for a couple weeks, make sure you get some electrolytes inside your body, because this is going to help replenish and help restore that, and actually will help slow down the gut. Also, using the broth has some great probiotics. It has some hyaluronic acid, type 2 collagen, which actually helps leaky gut. So if you have a history of leaky gut or SIBO, we know that hyaluronic acid, type 2 collagen are so good for the gut. So add some broth in there as well, and that will actually help with the gut and slow down some of the gut motility. So congratulations, Mary's starting her 10-day challenge from Nebraska. I know I wish I could give everybody a shout out here. I'm trying to help with your questions. I love the tangerine dragon, right? That's a great flavor. So great question. Yes, you'd want to continue taking all your normal supplementations, your multivitamin, your probiotic, your vitamin D, whatever your healthcare provider has told or recommended for you to take, you absolutely still continue to take. Ketones are an energy source. Mitoplex is an electrolyte. Keto Pro is actually just protein infused with ketones. So you still want to take all your normal supplementation that your doctor has recommended you to take. Keto Pro, Keto NAT, they are an energy source. They're not a substitution for any of your other supplementation. Great question. Great question. Kimberly Wilson says, how soon after mixing your ketones should you drink? You want to mix and shake up and drink what you can drink within 1 hour. You don't want to mix them up the night before and leave them in your refrigerator, just because you want to get the most benefits of your ketones as you can. Most of the time in our refrigerator, we have leftover meats, or maybe we have raw meat we just got at the store. We have vegetables or dairy in there. Any food at all in the refrigerator is aging at the same time, is giving off gases, is giving off different fermentation. So whether it's in a shaker bottle, the plastic can be leaching into the ketones. Even if it's in a glass container, it's probably not 100% airtight. So my best recommendation, and I've checked with the lab as well, is actually to mix up and drink what you can drink within an hour. So it doesn't take but just a few seconds to shake it up and mix it. So you can have your shaker bottle with the ice cubes if you want, but again, you're still getting a little bit of contamination. I would actually just wait, get your ice or get your shaker bottle, get your water, get your ketones and shake it up. Again, it doesn't take very long at all. So I would not recommend mixing it up more than an hour before, and then definitely wouldn't keep it overnight in the refrigerator. So would putting it in a freezer reduce it? It still has to thaw out over time. So again, best recommendation to get the most benefits from your ketones, the most potency out of the ketones would be mix up, which you can drink within an hour. So if you don't have Mitoplex, how much water should I be drinking? So this is, that's probably two separate questions, Ashley. So everyone, we know that, well, I'll back up a second. We know that 79% of people around the globe are dehydrated. Signs of dehydration can be headache, it can be constipation, it can be achy muscles, it can be soreness, it can be fatigue, it can be moodiness, it can be leg cramps. We know ketones have a mild diuretic effect, so it helps pull water and toxins out of fat, the interstitial layers, which are between the skin and the muscle, and the fat layers. So when you're drinking Keto NAT, you want to make sure you're having enough water. So I generally don't recommend counting the water per day in the Keto NAT. That's actually in there for itself. So you want to drink at least half your body's weight in water, knowing that 79% of the population is dehydrated. So if you weigh 200 pounds, you want to drink at least 100 ounces of water. If you drink 8 ounces of caffeine, you need probably another 10 ounces of water. If you work out an hour at the gym, you want to drink another 10 ounces of water. If you work in a hot environment, you want to sweat a lot, you probably want to drink another 8 to 10 ounces of water. So that being said, as you sweat, we sweat out minerals. So that's why you want to have electrolytes. Electrolytes are essentials for your heart, your kidneys, your muscles, your body to communicate. Electrolytes are essential for survival for your body. And many of us don't get enough electrolytes because we don't eat enough green leafy vegetables, above ground greens, or rooted vegetables. So electrolytes, again, are super important and can actually make you feel energized, can make your brain function better, can make your fast twitch muscles actually react much quicker. So a lot of benefits come from using the Mitoplex in your water. So first question, how much water should you drink? At least half your body's weight in water, or if you're not measuring, until your urine is a very light, almost clear color. That's another reason as well, except for if you're using B vitamins. B vitamins can cause your urine to be a highlight or yellow, so just beware of that. And then if you've ordered your Mitoplex, but you're waiting for your Mitoplex to come in, then you can use some pink Himalayan sea salt. You can put it in your water. You can put it on top of your food after cooking. You can also put a sprinkle on your hand, and you can just lick it that way if you want to do it that way. So 2 or 3 servings of pink Himalayan sea salt or kosher salt can actually help to hydrate your body. Also, taking an Epsom salt bath can also help the symptoms of dehydration because it will help rehydrate your body. Take an Epsom salt bath. If it's a regular size tub, you want to do about a half a cup. A big spa tub, a 2-person tub, maybe anywhere from a half a cup to 2 cups of Epsom salt. So that would be kind of the daily amount there. So NAT will not make you sick if you're not drinking enough water. The symptoms would be the symptoms of dehydration, which could be a potential headache, potential fatigue, potential constipation, because again, they have a mild diuretic effect, which is great because pulling toxins and water out of those fat cells. Those are the potential side effects you could feel when starting NAT. But again, just make sure you drink plenty of water, and that's why we actually created the Mitoplex, which is an upgraded electrolyte, which has something called PQ2 in it. It's a very special molecule which actually helps your cells intake the electrolytes. Oftentimes, there's been in the past other electrolytes on the market that don't have PQ2. We're the only one that actually has the PQ2, that special ingredient or molecule in there that actually helps direct the electrolytes into the cell, so it actually are getting into the cell so the cell can actually use it and uptake it, so it helps keep our body well hydrated and helps increase that communication. I know that we are just about out of time, so we're going to get one more questions here. The question is no, Nancy. I love this. Nancy Pug. Can our bodies build up a tolerance to the energy that we get from our ketones? The answer is no. We don't build up a tolerance. Our body can get adapted. I like to use the couple of analogies here. So if you say, I'm going to go run a 5K, and you try to go today to run a 5K, and you haven't even run a block, you're going to be pretty sore. But say you start running for 6 months, and then every day you start running, like, wow, this is pretty easy. It seems easy to run 6 6, it seems easy to run a 5K or to run 5 miles. I'm in shape, I can do this. The same thing happens as your body gets fat adapted and gets used to being in ketosis. So your body gets adapted to it. The cravings go away. You used to feeling amazing. The nervous system gets calmed down. The more your body gets used to being in ketosis, so more hours a day, so going from 1 serving to 2 servings, your body being in ketosis 2 hours to being 8 hours in ketosis to 10 hours in ketosis, the more you adapt to being in ketosis, the longer your body experiences that, the more it adapts into it, the more you just feel amazing, the more the cravings stay away, the more your brain feels alert, the longer and deeper that you sleep night after night after night. So there is not a tolerance, there's an adaptability where your cells get used to actually burning ketones, and then when you throw a carb in there, the carb's going to taste really, really sweet, or the cravings just not there. Like, I'm not even tempted anymore if you're using ketones to help reduce those cravings. I don't even feel like I need to go back for a second serving anymore. I don't even have problems falling asleep anymore. These are the stories that we hear from people using ketones, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years into it now. So I think it's a great question to end on. I'm just going to remind everybody today we have 3 more days to get a hold of our amazing Keto Reboot System, which is a way to reset your metabolism, to upgrade and reprogram your genes each and every month. It's our amazing program. It is a 60-hour system, but remember, you can actually get the kit and you can start and use it for 30 hours or 46 hours or 24 hours. So grab yourself a kit, one for you and one for your friend. We also have our amazing Mexico flavors, which uses allulose as a sweetener. It's a free cell technology, so no sodium in there. Buy 2 or more boxes and you get 22% off, and make sure you put a smart ship on that. And then our Keto Academy tickets are still discounted. You don't want to miss that. For more ketone education, it is January 19th through the 21st. It is a virtual event, so invite yourself. You can buy a bundle of 10 for your friends and have an amazing watch party. Again, my name is Dr. Heather Carden, coming to you live from Kansas City. Super blessed, excited, and honored to be with here to help you better understand all things ketones and ketosis and our amazing ketone technology. Have an amazing day. Happy, merry 2022, and I'll be seeing you guys soon. Keep on proving it every single day.